Have you ever wondered how Rome, a small city-state on the Italian peninsula, rose to conquer much of the known world? Picture a civilization that stood as a beacon of grandeur and power, their influence echoing across time. Ancient Rome, a realm of astonishing achievements and epic tales, continues to astound us to this day. Imagine a sprawling empire that stretched from the sun-drenched sands of Africa to the misty highlands of Britain, and from the exotic bazaars of the East to the bustling cities of the West. This was a world pulsating with life, brimming with ideas and innovations that would shape the course of history. Let's delve into the heart of this advanced civilization, where the seeds of modern law, politics, and architecture were sown. The rise of Rome from a humble city-state to an unrivaled empire is shrouded in mystery, a tapestry of tales waiting to be unraveled. Stay with us as we unravel 5 intriguing secrets of this magnificent empire. Our first secret takes us to the heart of Rome, where we find the sacred hearth guarded by the Vestal Virgins. These women were no ordinary citizens of Rome. They were chosen from noble families before they reached the age of 10 and were tasked with the sacred duty of maintaining the eternal flame at the Temple of Vesta, the Roman goddess of the hearth. The selection process was stringent and meticulous. The chosen girls were required to serve for a period of 30 years, during which they lived in the Atrium Vestae, a palace near the Roman Forum. The first 10 years were spent as novices, learning the rights and responsibilities. The next 10 years were spent performing the duties, and the final 10 were spent teaching the new recruits. Their importance in Roman society cannot be overstated. They were considered to be the daughters of the state. They were granted privileges that were unheard of for women in that era. They could own property, and their well-being was considered essential for the prosperity and stability of Rome. Yet this privilege came with severe consequences for those who dared to break their vows. The Vestals took a vow of chastity, pledging themselves to 30 years of service to the goddess Vesta. If a Vestal virgin broke her vow, the punishment was severe. They were buried alive in an underground chamber, a fate considered worse than death, as it was believed to offend the gods and bring disaster to Rome. But despite the severity of the punishment, the role of the Vestal virgins was seen as an honor. They were treated with great respect, and their presence was required at all public events. They were the only women who could pass through the sacred boundaries of Rome's pomerium, a privilege otherwise reserved only for victorious generals. The Vestal virgins were not just religious figures, but powerful women who played a crucial role in the functioning of the Roman state. Their influence extended far beyond the temple walls, making them one of the most powerful and respected groups in ancient Rome. As we walk through the ruins of Rome, we come across our second secret, the Roman concrete. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about concrete? Well, let's delve into this mystery together. The Roman concrete, also known as opus caementicium, was not just any ordinary mix of sand and cement. It was a blend of volcanic ash, lime, and seawater combined with a volcanic rock called tuff. This unique mixture gave their concrete superior durability, enabling it to withstand the test of time and the corrosive power of seawater. It's no wonder then that many Roman structures like the Coliseum, the Pantheon, and numerous aqueducts have stood tall for over 2 millennia, a testament to their architectural prowess. But the real secret lies not just in its composition, but in its method of application. Unlike modern concrete that's poured into molds, Roman concrete was packed into wooden formworks. This allowed for a more gradual and controlled chemical reaction, resulting in a denser, more robust structure. Yet despite its obvious advantages, the recipe for Roman concrete was lost to time. The fall of the Roman Empire led to the decline of many of its practices, including the art of making this durable concrete. For centuries, architects and engineers have tried to recreate the Roman formula, but to no avail. It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it? We live in an era of technological advancements, yet we can't quite replicate a construction material used over 2,000 years ago. This speaks volumes about the sophistication and ingenuity of the Romans who, Without any of today's scientific instruments, we're able to create a material that stood the test of time. The lost recipe of Roman concrete remains a fascinating secret of this ancient civilization. It's a reminder that the past still holds many secrets, waiting to be rediscovered, and that the ancients were far more advanced than we give them credit for. So the next time you walk past a Roman ruin, take a moment to appreciate the enduring legacy of Roman concrete. Our third secret lies beneath the Grand Coliseum. A symbol of Rome's might and grandeur, the Coliseum is more than just a gargantuan amphitheater. Its true marvel, the intricate network of hidden floors, lies beneath the surface, shrouded in mystery. This subterranean world, known as the Hypogeum, was a complex labyrinth of tunnels and chambers. It was not part of the original design, but added later by Emperor Domitian. Spanning the entire footprint of the Colosseum above, it was an underground city bustling with activity. Imagine this, a myriad of corridors, passageways, lifts, and holding cells spread across 2 levels. This maze was home to the unseen elements of the grand spectacles that took place above ground. It was here that the gladiators prepared for battle, their heartbeats echoing off the damp, cold walls. It was here that the wild animals, the lions, the tigers, the bears, were kept, their roars reverberating through the narrow corridors, creating an eerie symphony of primal sounds. The Hypogeum was not just a holding area, it was a massive stage machinery. With over 60 different shafts for hoisting animals and gladiators directly into the arena, it ensured a seamless flow of the spectacle. The audience would watch in awe as beasts and fighters seemingly appeared from nowhere, adding an element of surprise and drama to the proceedings. It was an engineering marvel, a testament to the architectural prowess of ancient Rome. The ingenious design allowed for efficient crowd control, the swift change of scenes, and the safe handling of dangerous animals. It was a world of its own, a hidden city beneath the city, a city that came alive with the rise of the sun and died down with its set. The labyrinth under the Colosseum is a testament to Rome's architectural prowess. Its existence reminds us that beneath the surface of grand structures and powerful empires, there is always a hidden world, a secret life that keeps the wheels of history turning. The Colosseum's hidden floors are a symbol of that unseen force. The fourth secret is something we all use but rarely think about: the calendar. Born from the ancient civilization of Rome, our modern calendar still bears the markings of its Roman past. The original Roman calendar, however, was a peculiar and inaccurate system, which eventually led to its reform. The Roman calendar was originally a lunar one, based on the phases of the moon. It consisted of 10 months, starting in March and ending in December, with a total of 304 days in a year. The remaining 61 days, which fell in winter, were not assigned to any month. This system, although fascinating, was far from perfect. The calendar's inaccuracies were largely due to its lunar basis, which didn't align well with the solar year. It often resulted in seasons falling out of sync with the calendar months. Over time, these inaccuracies grew more pronounced, leading to confusion and disarray. In the 8th century BC, King Numa Pompilius decided to reform the calendar. He added the months of January and February to the beginning of the year and increased the total number of days to 355. However, this system was still imperfect, as it didn't account for the extra quarter of a day that makes up our solar year. Enter Julius Caesar. In 46 BC, Caesar introduced what we now know as the Julian calendar. He added an extra 10 days to the year, bringing the total to 365 and a quarter days. To account for the extra quarter day, he introduced a leap year every 4 years. Today, our calendar, known as the Gregorian calendar, still reflects these changes. We have 12 months, just like the reformed Roman calendar, and we still have leap years. We've made a few tweaks over the centuries, but the skeleton of our modern calendar is unmistakably Roman. The Roman calendar, while flawed, laid the groundwork for our modern system. Our final secret is the most debated: the fall of Rome. This monumental event has been the subject of countless debates, theories, and even heated arguments. The exact cause of Rome's downfall is still shrouded in mystery, but several ideas hold sway. One theory points to internal decay, where political corruption, economic instability, and social unrest gradually eroded the empire's strength. Another theory blames Rome's fall on the relentless pressure from external invasions. The Visigoths, the Vandals, and the Huns, among others, kept the Roman legions on their toes, straining the empire's resources to breaking point. Yet some historians argue that it was a combination of these factors, a perfect storm that finally toppled the once indomitable empire. Regardless of the theories, the fall of Rome marked the end of a thousand-year-old civilization, leaving behind a legacy that still influences our world today. The fall of Rome remains one of history's greatest mysteries. We've journeyed through time, uncovering the enigmatic secrets of ancient Rome. We've delved into the sanctity of the Vestal Virgins, those revered women who were the very embodiment of Rome's spiritual and political life. We explored the remarkable Roman concrete, an engineering marvel that has stood the test of time, outlasting even our modern materials. We ventured beneath the Coliseum into the hidden floors that once teemed with gladiators and wild beasts, a testament to Rome's love for spectacle and entertainment. We traced the origins of the Roman calendar, a system so influential it continues to shape our timekeeping today. And finally, we examined the fall of Rome, an event shrouded in mystery and conjecture, marking the end of an era and the beginning of the Middle Ages. These secrets remind us of the complexity and intrigue of this ancient civilization. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past.